only does the National Wrestling Alliance cover all the United States, it covers Japan and England. So he goes all over the world. NWA is a worldwide association, and we're very happy to be a part of it. Referee Brian Kyle holding the heavyweight championship belt, very proudly in the ring.
A very good-looking belt. And I know we were talking when Mr. Tom Lilly was making the ring announcements, but this is a title match.
Very true.
So
very proud to sign that match.
Yep, whatever. You can say what you want to, but one thing about Danny Ray, he'll sign his name on any contract with anybody to defend that belt.
He said he will take on all comers, and that's exactly what he's doing. There's the bell, and this match has started.
And, really, Larry, up to this match, the pace inside the ring has been, very quick and very, just a lot of finesse and things like this. But that's not Danny Ray's style. He has a tendency to kind of slow things down a little bit. He's a little more methodical, a little more purpose-driven.
He's another one of those veterans. He's been around a few years, and he's very happy to have that championship and wants to defend it against anybody that wants to sign their name on that dotted line.
I just, as an old-timer and, a veteran of the wrestling and the National Wrestling Alliance, I just hope he understands just exactly what he does have around that waist, because he's representing probably the greatest wrestling organization that's ever existed in the sport of professional wrestling.
Definitely, Bart. Definitely. That's what it's all about, and we're just so happy to be associated with them. And more and bigger things are coming. Just keep watching Network West Virginia on Charter Communications every Monday night at 8 p.m. and see what stars are coming to your town. And, if you want to have a wrestling show in your town, get a hold of NWA Mountain State, and we'll be glad to come to your town.
I tell you what, Nick, and people out there, if you do get a chance that whenever NWA Mountain State comes to a town that's close to you, it's one of the best nights. Get the kids, come out, because it's a night for the family, and I guarantee you'll be impressed with the ability that wrestlers have here at NWA Mountain State. It'll be money well spent, Larry.
It is great to see wrestling on TV, and it's a lot of fun to see it in person. And that's what it's all about. You can see by all the fans' reaction out here, they're all excited to be here tonight. And as you say, sometimes Danny Ray, he'll slows the match down a little bit. But he knows he's 2 or 3 steps ahead already.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing what he wants to do.
Well, he didn't. He didn't win the NWA Mountain State heavyweight title just by somebody slipping on a banana peel. He went out there and beat some tough competitors and managed to get the man's shoulders down the mat for the 3 count, and that's all it takes. And that's, now he's the NWA Mountain State heavyweight champion. There, JV and Sandy runs it to a right hand that I don't guess is particularly legal as far as the rules of wrestling go, but JV Insanity's never hesitated to open up the rule breaker book neither. So I think Danny Ray's just trying to get the first shot in, just to let JV Insanity know that if he wants to wrestle, they can wrestle, and if not, then they can Pier 6 brawl.
That's it right here. And not only does Danny Ray have to contend with JV Insanity and others for the belt, he has this problem with Johnny Blast, Chris King, and the Alaskan Assassin Ice. And they're on his back all the time. He never knows when he goes around the corner if they're going to be standing right there.
Well, it's funny you should mention that, because seeing Danny Ray in the ring right now against JV Insanity, I can't help it, Larry. Maybe it's second nature, premonition experience. I can't explain it, but I just have a feeling Johnny Blast, Chris King, and Alaskan Assassin Ice are not far away from where we're at right now. I don't know why, just because I'm absolutely positively convinced that the three masked men that come in and attacked Danny Ray a couple weeks ago, I have no proof, so I really can't say for sure. Like I said, I got a pretty good feeling that those three masked guys were Chris King, Johnny Blast, and Alaskan Assassin Ice.
I had suspended them for a week, and I wasn't at that show, so I didn't see in person what happened. I have reviewed the tape, and I have my suspicions that that's who it is, but unless I have concrete proof, there's not much I can do.
Well,
and I like to be fair about it to both sides.
Well, yeah, you got to, as a commissioner, you have to, you can't ever be accused of being one-sided. You have to be, cut it straight down the middle regardless of whether you like it or not. So, the bottom line is there's no proof positive that was Chris King and Alaskan Assassin Ice and Johnny Blast. But, I happened to be there that night when those guys hit the ring, and I'm 99.9% convinced that that's who it was.
When you suspend three wrestlers and then three wrestlers show up in a mask, put two and two together, and it always comes out the same.
Yeah, it's I don't know if sometimes I think it could be maybe a psychological ploy on Johnny Blast's part, because I don't care what anybody says, he's the brains, if that's what you want to call it, of the outfit.
Yes.
And, he's proven in the past that, he has no limit to how low he'll stoop to retain his belt and to win his matches.
We've already had our confrontation several times in the short time that I have been as commissioner. And he's very upset that I banned the pile driver. And he's very upset at anything that I do. So I'm going to have to stay on this matter as much as possible. But you have to go for the whole promotion, and you have to get out there and sign new talent. You have to sign great matches, and these fans right here prove it. If you want fans to come out, you have to have great matches in the ring. And so that's one of my main duties, but in advancing the NWA Mountain State to higher level, but also you have to control what goes on the ring.
Well, all I can say, Larry, is, it's just a pleasure and a blessing to have you here as the commissioner of NWA Mountain State Wrestling. I just know, it's going to take some time to get your policies instituted, but I know Danny Ray manages to stop a little bit of JV and Sandy's onslaught with a drop toe hold and an elbow on the champion, kind of silenced that a little bit. And actually, JV and Sandy got a 2 count there, and that really surprised me. But now JV and Sandy going into a nerve hold. But getting back to Johnny Blast and Ice and Chris King, I just have a feeling, Larry, that sooner or later that, they're going to slip up, or they're going to get too confident, or, they're going to overlook something that maybe Larry Light won't overlook, and then House of Cards is going to come down, I think.
Absolutely, but it just has to be at the right time. I have to, to catch him at this, and be assured I will someday get all three of them.
And people, I'm telling you, I've known Larry Light for a lot of years, and if you can't say anything else about him, you can say he's a very persistent man. So it's just going to be a question of time before Johnny Blast, Chris King, and Alaskan Assassin Ice think that they're too smart to be caught, and Mr. Larry Light's going to be right there smiling at them, either with a suspension or worse.
That's right. Fine, suspension, or both. But Danny Ray is hanging right in there. JV and Sandy's been working him over pretty good.
I tell you what, JV and Sandy basically been in control of this whole match. I don't know if he must have, one of those moves he used either caught Danny Ray off guard, or I don't know. But there's a boot to the back, and I'm telling you what, JV and Sandy, over the course of the last couple of years, Actually, he was just a young kid when I first met him, but he's matured a little bit. He's gotten a little bit bigger, actually,
Yeah.
and I believe he's gotten a lot better competitor. And Danny Ray might have underestimated him coming in the ring. I don't know, Larry.
I think JV Insanity, after he saw that belt, his eyes were set on, tonight I'm defeating Danny Ray.
Well, I mean, it's sport of wrestling's like any other sport. Name a cliche on any given night. Any wrestler can beat any other wrestler.
That's very
Finally,
true.
Danny Ray finds a way to stop the onslaught from JV Insanity and manages to convert a suplex there that's actually shook both men now. So the referee, Brian Kyle, getting the standing 10 count. JV Insanity looks like he's trying to make his way up to his feet.
They're both of them back up to the feet about at the same time.
And boy, a right hand there by Danny Ray, and another one sends JV Insanity on his keister again, and there's number 3. And now it looks like the NWA heavyweight champion has got things under control.
Adorable Danny Ray has gotten fired up.
Yeah, I mean, he just got finished taking a little bit of punishment from JV Insanity. There's a back elbow coming off the ropes, and Danny Ray getting his man up onto his feet, goes to shoot him in the ropes. This time JV Insanity reverses it. And there's a reverse neck breaker that looked like the champion lost about halfway through, but the percussion was enough on JV Insanity to secure the 1-2-3. So the winner of this NWA Mountain State heavyweight title match is the champion, adorable Danny Ray. And oh my gosh, this is
What is going on here?
Well, I hate to. Now here's Derek Billy's coming in the ring, and I guess he's had enough of it too. But
And Derek Billings brought a chair, and that cleared him out
I'm
a
telling you
little bit.
what, Larry.
Can't you guys do anything one-on-one? So all you got to be 3 of you. What are you
What do
talking
you
about?
mean?
3 of you, Joe. Yeah, 3 of you. One, two, three.
There's 2 of them. Hey, there's 3 of them in there right now.
No, there's not. There's 2 in there. You don't count the chair.
Chair counts.
Look, you don't count the chair.
Okay, well, at least you seen that. That bogus pile driver crap, you never saw it. You never had any proof it was us. At least we did it in front of your face.
Larry, I just come from the ring and I got jumped again. And you know what? They got this JV Insanity, that little terrorist. He's in the mix now. And Johnny Blast and Ice and Chris King. I don't know how much longer I can do it your way, Larry.
I have tried every legal way. I have suspended the 3 of them, Johnny Blast and Chris King and Ice, and that doesn't seem to work. So what do you want? What do you want me to do?
I'm going to tell you what I want tonight. Or next week, whenever it gets, I want a tag team match. I want to get Derek. I want to get him lined up. Me and Derek will tag against any 2 of them, or all 3 of them, or all 4 of them. It don't matter. You dropped me on my head the last time. I was gone for 2 weeks. Now I'm back. I wasn't as bad a shape as Chad Cross, bless his heart. But you better watch for Chad Cross too. I heard some little rumblings in the back a while ago. You better keep your eye out. The boy's on his way back. And Johnny Blast, it comes down to you, big boy. You, Ice, and Chris King, and whoever else you want to throw in your little clan. It stops tonight by getting it started tonight. And getting it started means kicking your hind ends and getting it done.
Wrestling fans, that's all the time we have this week, and I'd like to thank Larry Light once again for joining me this week on the commentary. And Mr. Commissioner, I think you're going to have your work cut out for you.
Oh, definitely. I saw a lot of things here tonight. It's very seldom that I get a chance to sit in for a whole TV hour, and there's a lot of things that's going to be happening in the commissioner's office this next week.
And I guarantee y'all out there can take that to the bank. This is Bart Batten for Larry Light and everybody here at NWA Mountain State Wrestling saying good night and may God bless.